Hey, today I have 5 workflow automations in HubSpot that you should absolutely steal. Workflow automations are great because they reduce your manual work, but also make it quicker for your customers to make progress. So this first one is automating progress through deal or ticket stages. We're going to trigger it when the deal is in the pipeline that we want to look at, that the value that we're going to use to move our deal is known, and then we're going to branch on that value. So 0, 1, any time that we want to be moving a deal between stages, we're going to add that to our logic. And then we're just going to set the deal and pipeline stage to whatever we want based on that value. Okay, number 2, if you have data which lives on a base property or in one object, you need to move that to other objects, this is a great way to do that. So this is for data that lives on our company record. We're just going to check that the data that we want to move or is the key is known, and then we're just going to copy over all associated data that we want to properties in other objects. Here, from the company record to deals. Number 3, this is a great one, sending internal notifications and customer communication based on the value of data in a property. So here we're looking at, for onboarding, if we have an arrows plan where the customer has overdue tasks that they need to complete in order to make progress and get onboarded, then we can set up automations based on that. So here, if the current task is known and if the number of overdue tasks is 1 or greater than 1, we are going to send an email to the customer reminding them that they have a task they need to complete. That can include all the dynamic data, the link to go complete that task. We're going to create a task for our internal team that includes some data about what's happening, number of overdue tasks, what's the current task, when was it due, and then how far away are we from the target date. And then finally, we are going to send a Slack notification to our team to keep them in the loop on what's happening and make sure they know that this is a thing that they need to go look into. 4th, we have kicking off internal playbooks using customer data. So here we're using our health score property, which I'll show you how to calculate in another video. But we're going to say if that is lower than a certain value, let's say this is now a yellow or red account, we are going to create a task to create a success plan and check in with that customer. We are going to create an arrows plan that we can use to put that success plan in front of the customer. We're going to make sure that we have that arrows plan available to send to the customer. And then we're going to create a task to send out an email using this template to schedule a call where we can introduce that plan and work with the customer to make progress. And then finally, and this is probably the most requested one that we see, is the workflow that we use to streamline the sales to onboarding and CS handoff. So here we have it triggered when a new deal or ticket is ready for onboarding in our onboarding pipeline. We have some branching logic so that we can apply the correct plan for the customer, depending on whether they're an enterprise or SMB. In this case, we then branch to create renewal dates. We are going to add that renewal date as a property. We're going to rotate the new customer to the appropriate team. So this would be the enterprise team. This would be the SMB team. Make sure that that customer now has a new owner, new point person. We are also going to create an arrows plan. We're going to send a welcome email, and then we're going to create a task for our internal team. So that's 5 workflows that you can use to streamline things in your own process and make things quicker for customers. There's more of this in the full guide to running onboarding and CS in HubSpot, but let me know what you think. Thanks.